Hello everybody, this is Frouwo with the winners match of Star Series Season 8 LAN Finals, winners finals. Winner of this goes to the Grand Finals. Straight away, losers drops down to the losers finals. But Sigma going to be facing off against Alliance in this best of 3. So starting off with the bans, Sigma banning out thus far the Alchemist, the Nature's Prophet, the Enchantress, and the Outer World Destroyer. Alliance in the meantime banning out that Bane, banning out the Invoker, the Puck, and the Pugna. Sigma in the meantime picking up Venomancer, Lifestealer, Dragon Knight, and Alliance picking up the Timbersaw, the Crystal Maiden, and the Abaddon. Really standard draft thus far. Nothing really insane from either side. Sigma may be working towards that very aggressive pushing makeup, however, Lich. Just really a standard pick from Sigma at this point. They ran it a couple times, I think, recently, and it does give them a pretty strong early XP advantage, like regardless of what Alliance can really do. Weaver now picked up by Alliance, so Loda getting his hero, and Sigma gonna have time to ban out their next hero. S4 still on the list for Alliance as far as what needs to be drafted. So likely just going to ban out some sort of mid hero now. Hopefully just to give some space to their mid. Likely going to be Dragon Knight, played by Fada, however you pronounce it. Storm's the last ban out by Sigma now. So Sigma, if you're in that S4 Storm Spirit, not the worst of bands, not the best of bands, but Storm Spirit is certainly a hero not to be trifled with if played correctly. Alliance now bidding out that Slark, as Sigma is still looking for an off laner. Brana's still in the pool actually for Sigma, so that is a possibility. But still lots of other off laners unless Sigma gonna go for something more safe. They do have the Lich in lane, so the lane could be pushed back potentially. We'll have to wait until this timer runs out. 7 seconds on the clock. Another 36 seconds in bonus time. Certainly taking their time. And yeah, this far really a standard draft for both sides. Really lots of signature heroes coming out on Alliance as well as Sigma. Fada Knight really having a well-played Dragon Knight thus far in Star Series. I believe his win is actually 100% with it. But Gyro, the last pickup from Sigma. Sigma going to be putting, I believe, Saksha on the gyrocopter, but not firm on Sigma's rules yet. I'm not entirely sure, but just a hunch. Alliance, though, going to now pick up that mid hero for S4, and it's going to be the Viper. Viper showing his face earlier today in the Navi versus Fnatic match, really tearing apart Fnatic in that match, played by Havost, but a little bit differently played than you would expect. Admiral Bulldog actually been playing that Viper. He was playing it in the D2CL, even though he was playing the Timbersaw as well, so S4 actually going to take the Timbersaw, and maybe we could see Admiral Bulldog going mid, but gonna have to, of course, wait and see. But Saksha, of course, on that gyrocopter. Miggle gonna be playing the Lifestealer. Fata on the Dragon Knight. Paz playing the Lich, and last but not least, we have fucking Mad on the Venomancer. Loda gonna head up top as quickly as he can. Hopefully, avoid this gank by Sigma that may be coming in. However, no reliable stunts aside from the Dragon Knight on the side of Sigma, so less so on Alliance actually, only having the Crystal Maiden Frostbite. So both sides actually really lacking on stuns. The gyrocopter rocket is another possibility, but really not what you would expect. Not too many stuns. So it actually will be a mid Timbersaw against the Dragon Knight. Not too many trees in the mid lane, however, so safety with Timber Chain may be a bit of a concern for S4. In the meantime, returning to the fountain, picking up all his items. Ward's now on the courier, gonna be couriered out to, it seems, Admiral Bulldog. Yes, indeed it is. Aki. Gonna look at the bottom rune, but Miggle contesting. It's gonna be a region on the top. Saksha likely spotting and just gonna leave it there for Fata. Or S4 if he manages to get his hands on it. But again, ward earlier placed by Loda, gonna block this small camp. Not 100% sure if Sigma managed to see it or not, but it definitely was placed, and Sigma just placing out this defensive ward up top, and Saksha gonna work towards farming at as fast a rate as possible. Lich sacrificing creep from this lane, so Loda and EGM gonna get a little less farm than they would have hoped for. Sentry going down the lane now, dropped by pause, and the Gyro already taken quite a bit of harass. Mid lane, Dragon Knight not really gonna enjoy going against S4 in this lane. Certainly as a strength hero, or melee strength hero, something that Timbersaw really copes well with once he gets his reactive armor up, so likely at level 2 we'll see that. Bulldog in the meantime will be chilling out in the bottom lane with Aki kind of sort of helping out, going to be in the woods getting those extra levels for the first few minutes. Bulldog should be fine though, more so when he hits level 2. However, gone on upon down here, fucking mad throwing the Gale out. Miggle now slowing him up, and he's gonna go down just the slightest bit out of position. Open wounds, essentially securing the kill. TPing straight back to the lane. So a kill in fucking mad as well as Miggle's favor. Just very potent slow combo. Bulldog not getting that corrosive skin up soon enough to slow down the enemy team. And continuing to sacrifice on this top lane is Pause. Nothing major so far as experience advantage. Loda taking a bit of damage from the Lich's Frost Blast. And mid lane S4 taking more damage to Fada's. Fada's being handed. And meanwhile on the top lane, Aki now slowed up. Galed open wounds, and Viper denying it with the tick over from Veno, making it possible. So well played by Bulldog, denying that second kill on the bottom lane. Definitely a setback for Aki, however. Has brown boots though, so not the worst. And as for getting those points up in reactive armor, now actually grabbing that regen top that was mentioned earlier. Probably going to be in a whole world of hurt now with reactive armor being level 2. So S4 is going to be able to stand in lane and tank a lot of damage. Just spamming that Whirling Blades out, or Whirling Death Hall out, as it's only costing him 80 mana. Some flat cannon harass from Saksha. Going on to Loda. Given a tango by his friend EGM. And this bottom lane really being the problem area for Alliance thus far. Aki gonna do another pull. Sigma far enough back that it's gonna take him a while to get over there. But the double pull is gonna come out, so a little bit difficult for him to get all these creeps guaranteed, but what do you expect? You're still gonna get the shared experience, however, so no big deal. And it seems S4 picking up those brown boots now. And take a look at the last hits. Miggle now dragging the creep back to lane. We'll watch him for the time being. And yeah, Timbersaw on top. S4 dominating that mid lane thus far. 7 last hits ahead of Vada. Gyrocopter next in line, followed by the Lifestealer. So very greedy picks here by Sigma, really paying off as all the heroes getting a decent amount of farm in these early stages of the game. Bulldog, however, managing to catch up slightly, and Loda not too far behind, but with the sacrifice creeps in lane, it's really not surprising. He has so many less last hits, or did have so many less last hits in the other lanes. But S4 really the one tearing it up here, as sitting on 20 last hits, and Viper actually getting a kill in the bottom lane. Fucking mad. How are we gonna fall now? And the rotation from Loda there, cleaning up those 2 kills. But that's certainly recovering in the bottom lane for Alliance. However, Bulldog now sitting on 2 deaths, which isn't the best thing you want. You really want to get those treads up as fast as you can so you can start getting that survivability up at least a marginal amount. And S4 in the meantime in the mid lane, maybe ganked up by fucking Mad. He does have the Venomous Scale ready and at level 2, so it will do damage rather than just a slow. S4 also without a Timber Chain, so Fada popping the ultimate, stunned up now by Fada is S4. S4 tries to go for the exchange for Fada, knowing he will fall, and does not manage to. Fada going down very low, and it's going to be solved up by fucking Mad. So, Alliance, S4 being ganked up in the mid lane. S4 now TPing, actually Loda TPing top. It's 3 heroes now for Alliance. Bulldog, Loda, as well as EGM. Saksha maybe feeling a bit of hurt coming his way in a few minutes. But Aki gonna sit in this bottom lane, farm up a bit as fucking Mad and Fada continue to chill mid. And S4. Lots of Sigma teleporting top Fada, but TP cancelled by fucking Mad. And Alliance could be getting a fight here that they may not want. S4 rotating up here as well now. 2 heroes on bottom, 4 Alliance and 3 top. Saksha taking loads of damage and goes down. Loda getting that final getting the hits onto him, but Bad popping the shields, ending up getting both kills now. Lich getting the kill on Weaver, credited for the kill on Weaver. But Saksha, as well as Paz, going down in this top lane. So, successful gank from Alliance, but losing Loda in the process. Not the best of trades, not the worst of trades, so can't really complain. And Sigma now going to start pushing this mid tower with fucking Mad's ward as they're waiting for Fada's ultimate cooldown. It comes off, and tower will begin to be pushed. Sigma doing this very frequently. Most teams not really able to fight into the Venom ward, so this line right here with the Venom wards is a place that oh, hold on, action in the top lane. Saksha going down again after dropping the ult, not being able to clean up Loda in the process. But Alliance in this mid lane won't be able to really cross this line of wards ever, so if Fada or fucking Mad just want to stay safe, just have to stay in the river anywhere behind these wards, as won't really see Alliance crossing them anytime soon.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
But push comes off. They're push stopping, I guess, on the bottom or mid lane. Fucking Mad returning to base to get all his mana back. And Fada's gonna harass S4 in the meantime. And both sides really not having too much farm yet. Very active laning phase. Saksha having 2 deaths. Loda also having 2 deaths, or 1 death actually. 2 kills to his name though. And it's actually EGM looking pretty farmed as far as it goes. Sitting on 7 last hits, but 2 kills, 1 assist. And Sigma. Looking towards this top lane, but EGM Loda, a slippery couple of heroes to try and deal with. And they're going to pull the creep wave to this large camp and start farming it up. Bulldog putting a little bit of harass onto the bottom tower with the catapult there. S4 continuing to harass Fada. And Vigil just going to be farming up in the woods for the time being. Fucking Mad Loving these wards, placing them everywhere, and it just loves doing work with those wards. Lotus taking the money though, he doesn't really mind. Once pause comes over, he's like, that's too much harass for me, I'm not gonna eat another Frost Blast. And Fada popping his ult. Getting that extra regen from the dragon form. Not really harassing the tower too much, however, it's sitting 800 life, lower than it should be. I'm gonna pick up a double damage now, could try and go for the tower, but rather just gonna defend bottom. And maybe we'll continue to farm up in the woods. Fucking Magic's doing great area now with these wards. It really doesn't allow any of Alliance's here to go anywhere in the area he doesn't want them to. Now being this large camp. But Sigma's here is making very good use of the jungle at this station of the game. Aki and S4, however, rotating top now. Ward dropped. And we could see a gank on fucking Mad. Oh, hold on, I have Spectre chat open. And Aki S4. Gonna find out Saksha. Saksha could be in a bit of trouble here. But instant teleport from Dragon Knight. Alliance gonna just back off. Aki eating a lot of damage from that Lich ult. Frost Chain. And seems besides Loda actually gonna hop onto Fada, but no. Rather killing the wards, getting that extra money. Real pain in the neck for Alliance, these wards. But I'm sure Loda doesn't mind getting the extra farm from them. Can always be healed up by EGM if he needs to. But Aki going down there in exchange for nothing. Try to get a gank off on Saksha. Saksha, however, backing out quick enough, and Fada really teleporting in fast enough that no damage really occurred to Saksha. And push going out on mid. S4 stun up in the mid. Fada popping that double damage rune. S4 eating a lot of damage, but still playing very aggressively. Fada frostbitten up, ult by Aki. S4 now gonna slay the Dragon Knight as Lotus kills the top tower. So push out in the mid lane. Stop tower didn't really take too much more damage. And Alliance may look to push the mid tower down now as well. Miggle fucking mad. Gonna rotate in, but this ward certainly gonna spot them out. And they do know fucking mad's up there. S4 may look to kill him before they start this push, as the area denial from the Venomancer wards could be very detrimental to this push by Alliance. And Alliance gonna sit aggressively on this middle tower now. Lots of Sigma in the nearby vicinity though. Pause sitting on the side. Sigma all really hanging up by the tower. Our Dragon Knight top. Gonna tell the Weaver to back off that top tower. Doesn't want to take any more harassment. Alliance just gonna peace out. No longer want that tower. And go back to farming. Drum's now completed on Miggle. Just needs the recipe to be brought to him. And could likely see drums on Venomancer or Saksha as well. But yeah, thus far nothing really spooky. Dragon Knight seems to be building a mech. Viper already having his mech. Smoke up from Alliance though. Alliance. Turn a ward down mid. Spotted out by Venomancer ward tower as there is a sentry in the mid lane. And S4 smoke alone, but Loda feeling his danger, having his team rotate up here and spotted out. S4 and company going to move in. Fada in a bit of trouble now, bugged up by Loda. Loda, S4 and EGM cleaning up. Fada dropping the top lane, just much too far out of position. Didn't really expect that gank from Alliance. And this top tower may go down now, as 4 Alliance heroes up here. However, Saksha in a bit of trouble and goes down as Admirable Dog ults him. So 2 down, 4 Sigma being picked off in sequence, both really quite out of his position. And 3 heroes from Alliance are going to stay up here. EGM, Aki, and S4 as Bulldog. And actually Loda stayed, so Bulldog just teleporting mid. Slight miscommunication there by Alliance. So Loda may be looking for this Venomancer. No, just going to start cleaning up more wards, eating that gold up. And Alliance now may look to push mid as their gold graph is spiking. 2 towers in the top lane taken down by them, and Experience also going their way, very much so. And Sentry Ward placed down by Alliance, while the Sigma Sentry Ward drops, and Zaksha again being chased down by Loda as well as S4. Going down very quickly, EGM popping his borrowed time. Bulldog now gone upon by Miggle. Miggle right-clicking Bulldog as much as he can, but still not going down. Dragon in the meantime dropping to S4. Chain Frost just bouncing from hero to hero to hero. Very good Chain Frost by Paz, but it's not going to be enough in this fight. Miggle going to go down as well now. CM, the only casualty thus far for Alliance. Loda going to chase Paz. Loda in a bit of trouble now. However, heal from EGM goes out, and Paz going to drop here. Earn charge from EGM. Just fantastic play thus far by Alliance, rotating flawlessly for these ganks and taking that team fight very well, even though that Chain Frost managed to do so much damage to them. But Sigma certainly on the back foot now. Not a team that really plays from behind. They are a team that drafts safely and pushes until the tempo and pace of the game is really in their favor, and the other team just can't slow it down and end up falling pretty early. But let's take a look at kills and such. Loda leading the kills. It's probably a better KDA, which is on my Q button. EGM sitting at 4-0-5. Pretty impressive as they smoke up once again. And Paz going to be in a bit of trouble here. Paz just going to teleport out, but Frostbite from Aki kills him. Fada now, maybe the next target of Alliance. Alliance rotating in, and most likely just going to try and take this T1 beforehand. And indeed are going to do so. 4 heroes down here for Alliance. But back to the kills. Loda now sitting on 5 kills, but 5 kills, 1 death. Very well played from Loda. Now working towards what seems to be a Lincoln Sphere. Needs a ring of health and a recipe, about 200 off the recipe, another 850 or 875 off the ring of health. So after that tower, going to be a modest 600 gold off. Timbersaw killing the Venomancer mid. Venomancer playing very far forward, it seems. Yeah, actually by the Radiant Ancients. And in the meantime, Fada going to be caught out bottom. Aki alting and Loda right-clicking, but not enough from them. But just showing how really Sigma's not playing as 5 this game, really being caught out 1 by 1 at this point. But yeah, Paz really being the leading killer on Sigma, has the Lich even, so not sure what's happening there. Hero like Fada on the Dragon Knight showed a lot more kills, but 0-3 and 1, not doing the best. Let's actually check net worth. 4 Alliance heroes above the next 4 Alliance or next 4 heroes of Sigma. Aki being a bit lower down the list, but surely showing that Alliance in firm control of this game right now. And Timbersaw now picking up his Bloodstone as well as sitting on a cloak, so going to be extremely tanky. The magic damage from Sigma being pretty significant. They do actually Venomancer ult not scaled yet. Questionable to do, I guess. The ward's very important for them, or for fucking mad. But we're gonna have a pause from Loda as there is a mic problem on the side of Alliance. Already fixed. Okay. So much for the pause. Bottom tower going down, Fada popping a dragon form and taking it out pretty easily. Alliance still gonna push this mid lane. Sigma cannot really contest. The most they can do is really hope fucking Mad can defend it with his wards. Wards not as scary anymore at this point. They are tankier, they are doing a bit more damage, but in the end, still gonna fall to Alliance. Not as strong as they were in the earlier game. And Loda gonna TP in, harass S4, or Fada rather, as he teleports out. And one outer tower now left for Sigma. This isn't the kind of play you usually see them have. Usually it's the other way around. And Sigma's always ahead on towers. But Alliance proving otherwise, holding on in the other game, not letting Sigma really set that pace. As that initial push by Venomancer and DK mid didn't really work out. They just started falling back and couldn't commit. But they're gonna try it one more time, it seems. Fada having his ult up in 30 may not want to take the push until then, but S4 can just clear the wave so quickly, it's not even gonna matter. And continuous pulls. Nope. Sox are trying to farm up this ancient stack. And working towards the BKB now, it seems. Not getting the drums, just stacking a Bracer to make him a little bit more survivable. Fucking Mad working towards a Necro Book. Should have it any second now. Only 5 more gold. And Dragon Knight now having the mechanism. And I guess really the greed from Sigma didn't really pay off this game. They figured they'd get a bunch of early tower kills and be able to get all their core items up on their core heroes, to Lifestealer, the Gyrocopter, the DK, but didn't seem to happen. And really, all of Sigma pretty underfarmed at this point. Mingle though sitting on drums and a song, probably gonna get towards that Song and Yasha as Alliance work towards pushing this last outer tower for Sigma. And the Lonely Siege Creep gonna remove that backdoor protection as Loda tanks the tower with that aphotic shield. And gonna clean up the wave a bit. Sigma in the meantime, pushing top, pushing mid, or working on pushing mid. Fada, Miggle, gonna have to take on S4 here, however. S4, pretty scary, and more teleports coming in from Alliance. Alliance losing the tower, not being able to get to deny. Lifestealer making it alive. Fada making it alive as well. No stuns on the side of Alliance aside from that Crystal Maiden, who was not able to teleport in. And tower mid almost deniable, but tier 2 for a tier 1, certainly worth the trade for Alliance. Actually, not necessarily worth it. Sigma being behind really needs the gold. More worth it for them. So, in the meantime, searching the Dire Woods. I'm not going to find anyone, although fucking Mad is in the vicinity, placing wards now. And Fada gonna be pushing top out a bit. Alliance though, going to do Roshan, it seems. Miggle farming up in the Radiant Woods. Saksha on the bottom lane, gonna push the tower a bit. 200 gold till at BKB will certainly make him a bit more survivable when team fights and really allow him to do a bit more damage. Lifestealer snaking in and getting the last tower. Courier? No. And Yasha not complete, so Sang and Yasha finished on Miggle at this point. But Alliance in the meantime going to finish the Roshan as fucking Mad does place a ward in the pit and sees the last hit. And Alliance very much ahead now with the Lincolns on the Weaver as well as the Aegis. And Miggle gonna rage and TP out once again. And I should really check the farm of some of the Alliance here. Aghanim is now on Admiral Dog. Fucking Mad, however, in the meantime, picking up the Necro 2 4-stack on EGM. S4 still on the Cloak and Bloodstone, but sitting on an extra additional 2.8k gold nearly. And Saksha now completing up that BKB. I brushed the mic there. I apologize for that. And Dragon Knight really sitting on 2.4k gold. I'm likely to go for the Assault Cuirass. Very popular on Dragon Knight and certainly helps out with the push strats. And Mingo once again in the Radiant Woods. Loda gonna spot him out. And Frost Armor proving too strong for Loda. Gonna get the last hit on the Ursa Warrior as Mingo teleports out. Alliance, it seems though, gonna start a push down mid. Now without removing some of Sigma's vision first. Saksha though again pushing out this bottom lane. Mingo not too far behind, really just spending time in the Radiant bottom lane in the woods. But Alliance, but Sigma rather, going to need all their heroes here for this tower push. And alt out about Admiral Bulldog on the Fada. Fada now gonna have to try and take him as much as he can. Frost Hammer being spammed out now by Pause, however, so a bit spooky for Alliances. They will have little to no right click potential on a lot of heroes. And Saksha gonna push the mid tower as Alliance is trying to take this T3 mid. Necro units killed. And Alliance still chilling mid. Saksha gonna back off a bit as Admiral Bulldog teleports back in. S4 ripped open, but gonna make it out safely. So Alliance really failing this push mid, not losing any heroes for it, but not able to crack the base. Frost Summer, the Venom Wards, just not really allowing them to at all. And let's check the gold graph again. Alliance sitting at a 10,000 gold advantage. Really no side taking any advantage at this point in time. Alliance can certainly take this game late with the Weaver, with the Timber Saw, and the Viper as well. But Sigma certainly have more potential in their Gyrocopter. Alliance still had an experience, or have an experience advantage. But again, as I had mentioned, Gyrocopter is really a better late game hero than Weaver. Weaver more of a single target kind of gank and carry, can pick apart Sigma piece by piece rather than Gyrocopter, you can just fire his flat cannon and deal massive amounts of AoE damage. And load up with double damage here, looking for a kill. And can dive this pretty deeply with the time lapse up, and gets that kill. Diving pretty deeply there for fucking mad, but this is gonna open it up, open that mid tower for the Battle Enhancer. But Miguel gonna be pushing the top tower as Saksha actually gonna TP back now. S4 taking some damage. Flat cannon popped by Saksha. Alliance now, however, going to continue the push. Miguel uncontested in this top lane still. Gyrocopter dropping the ult, hitting 5 though of Alliance. Tower is still going down though. EGM popping the ult. Miguel now teleporting back. Tower's going to go down. Loda stunned up by Fada. Eating a huge amount of damage though from that chakram from S4. Loda though taking enough damage from Miguel. Time lapse is out. And S4 getting pretty low there, but managed to chain out Loda. A just popped on him. And both teams really not taking any casualties yet. A just popped on Alliance, or Loda rather. And Lich going down in the backfield by Loda's hand. DK going down as well. Fucking mad now. Going down in the base. Fada trying to do what he can, but Alliance surely going to take a Rax here once they can clear this creep wave. And range Rax gone upon by Admiral Bulldog. Loda, EGM, hitting the melee Rax. And Saksha teleporting in on the right side. Miguel in the meantime, popping the rage. Saksha dropping a second ult in this fight. Fada taking a lot of damage from S4. S4 going to get the kill. Yes. Frouwo falling, Midrax now falling consequentially, and Midrax down for Sigma. Sigma now very much behind. Alliance not letting up, however, going to rotate towards the top tower. EGM's going to tank it up, having the heals, having the aphotic shield. And Bulldog throwing out that ult onto Saksha. Miggle now popping the rage. Saksha popping the BKB, not going to remove that Viper ult, however. Loda time-lapsing for the third time now in this engagement. Just constant action right now in the Sigma base. Alliance is playing very aggressively at this point, but actually going to back off as I say that. So top tower gonna stay up for Sigma. Sigma believing they still have a chance, believing they can still come back, and not going to GG out just yet. And likely, or understandably so, as again, this will be on the shoulders of Saksha. Building. Could we see a possible rapier maybe for the comeback? But could just be MKB, could just be crit. We're not sure yet. We have to wait and see. But Fada now having the Hyperstone, and Miggle, no rate of progression yet, but has 2100 gold. And Venomancer sitting in the Necro 3 now with Lich nearly completing his 4-staff. Bulldog in the meantime has the Yasha, has the Pipe, has the Aghanims, Abaddon sitting an Ultimate Orb as well as the 4-staff and Arcane Boots. Timbersaw with 12 stones on his blood, or 12 charges on his bloodstone, a Shiva's Guard, a Cloak, as well as a Haste Rune still, or currently. Loaded out with a Deso as well as a Lincoln's. Still likely looking for that next item as he is. I had it in the way actually, it's a Demon Edge, so could be working towards the MKB, could be working towards the crit, who knows, likely working towards an MKB as Many Suns will certainly help them out in the field of stopping people from teleporting out and running away. Maybe we'll not spot it out by Alliance, but gonna raid and TP back to base. Fada eating Bulldog ult, Bulldog just being able to throw his ults out so frequently. Fucking mad, dropping the Necro units. Bulldog now. Open wounds. Cast it upon him, and guess we're gonna eat that Necro damage. No big deal. Plenty of health, as well as the cloak, so. Fucking mad, gonna do some tower defense now, placing the wards. Alliance waiting for the next creep wave. And Pipe popped by Alliance. Ult goes out from pause, but Fada, fucking mad, melting too fast the Timbersaw of S4. Bulldog ever going down to Saksha as well as Miggle. Miggle now looking for Loda. S4 going on Saksha. Miggle trying to man fight it out with Loda. Loda, however, winning that fight. Saksha, Miggle buying back now. Alliance forced to fall back. Don't want to take that fight. Do not have the heroes to do so. And certainly not the best fight for Sigma, losing 5 heroes in their base. It certainly would have been GG had it not been for those buybacks. Or not GG, rather, they would have lost the racks, both sets of racks on bottom. And Alliance not feeling comfortable in this Roshan pit. They should not be. Sigma spotting them out for sure. And now rotating in. Miggle over now going to rotate in with fucking Mad and his Necro units and work on that Roshan. Alliance should really try and contest here. They could easily win a fight, and Miggle gonna fight Loda. Loda, however, gonna be able to run away. S4, however, 4-stepped out by EGM. Eating a lot of damage. In the meantime, Weaver killing off the Venomancer on the back lines. Aki, S4 chasing. S4 now, throwing at the Chakram. And Fada eating a lot of damage from Loda. Loda on Weaver, one of the best chasing heroes in the game. Now Saksha, frostbitten up, no BKB, going to fall once again, and that is GG from Sigma. Cannot play without that gyrocopter. Really the key for them to winning this game, or even coming back in this game. So well played by Alliance. Really shutting down that early aggression from Sigma and taking this game in their favor. It seems, however, that it was not a real GG out from Sigma. A little bit of BM there, I guess. And fucking mad, or rather, Saksha not disconnecting out yet. Aki dropping the mana right in front of the base, and Ancient slowly going down, and that will be the end of the game, my friends. Alliance coming out on top, 26 kills to 9, 35 minutes in the game, 2 racks down, and Saksha falling for the final time as Sigma GG's out. So my name is Frouwo. Thank you for watching. This was game 1 of Alliance vs Sigma in the winners finals of the Starladder Season 8 LAN event. If you enjoyed the cast, I appreciate it. Like, subscribe, all that kind of great stuff if you want to see more. If you didn't enjoy it, there are various media outlets via Twitter, via Twitch, via YouTube. You can contact me via, and hopefully toss some constructive criticism my way to help me improve, to make my casting up to your standards. So again, thank you for watching. My name's Frouwo, and I will see you in game 2 of this best of 3 series. However, in the meantime, have a nice day. See ya.